There's a feeling that hits you the moment that gate closes behind you, from the outside this time. You waited years for that sound. You dreamed about it. You prayed for it. But when you finally step out, you don't just feel happy. You feel dizzy, lost. The world looks different. Everyone's staring at screens you don't fully understand. And then it hits you, something terrifying. The world didn't wait for you. You look at the people who stayed out. They have mortgages. They have seniority at work. They have kids graduating high school. They have retirement accounts. And you? You have a gap, a hole in your resume, a hole in your life, and a box on every application you have to check yes to. That voice in your head starts whispering, it's too late. You missed the boat. You're 30, 40, 50 years old starting over with nothing. This is what I call the lost time trap. And it's the #1 reason people give up. The #1 reason people go back inside, not because they want to commit crimes, but because they feel like they can't compete out here. If nobody ever taught you how to restart your life, that's not your fault. But it is your responsibility now. If you're trying to find a job with a felony or rebuild your life after prison, listen closely. Because in the next 12 minutes, I'm going to prove you're not actually behind. I'm going to show you how to flip your record into your biggest strength and exactly how to rebuild your confidence from the ground up. This is part of our Reentry survival series here on Felon-Friendly Jobs Now. Let's get into it. Part 1. The biology of reentry shock. Let's get real about why this hurts so much. It's not just in your head, it's biological. Human beings are wired to compare. We look left, we look right, and we measure where we stack up. When you come home from doing time, you're comparing your Chapter 1 to everyone else's Chapter 20. You see the highlight reels on social media. You see the wins. You don't see their debt, their divorces, their stress. You just see that they're ahead and you're behind. Psychologists call this reentry shock. It paralyzes you. You freeze because the gap feels too big to jump. You think, why bother getting a minimum wage job? I need to make $100,000 just to catch up. That thinking is the trap. That thinking leads to shortcuts. And we all know where shortcuts lead. Back to a bunk. Here's the hard truth you need to accept right now. You cannot get those years back. They're gone, burned. But you can make the years you have left count for double. But only if you stop looking at the clock and start looking at the work. Part 2. The survivor's advantage. Society wants you to believe that because you have a record, you have less value. They look at the gap in your resume and see wasted time. I need you to see it differently. You navigated a world that would break the average person in a week. You survived the politics, the violence, the noise, the isolation. You learned how to read people instantly. You learned patience that most people will never develop. You learned how to survive on nothing. When you sit in a job interview and they ask about the gap, you don't look down at your shoes. You look them in the eye and you say, I made mistakes in the past, but I learned discipline the hard way. I know the value of freedom now, which means I will show up earlier, work harder, and appreciate this opportunity more than anyone else you interviewed today. That's the survivor's advantage. You have a hunger that the person who had it easy will never understand. Use it. Look at Danny Trejo, San Quentin inmate, now a Hollywood legend. Look at Judge Greg Mathis, Detroit gang member, now a Superior Court judge. They didn't hide their past. They used the strength they built in the dark to shine in the light. Your record is just a chapter. It's not the whole book. I know someone who came home at 49 with a felony. Today, he runs a team of 12. It's possible. But it starts with seeing yourself differently. If you need help translating that experience into language employers actually understand, we built a resume kit specifically for this. It's designed to highlight your skills, not hide your history. One of the best investments you can make in your job search. Check it out at www.felonfriendlyjobsnow.com. We've also got free resources on the site to help you get started. Link in the description. Part 3. The paranoia and the no. Now let's talk about something nobody mentions. The paranoia. You get the job. You walk onto the construction site or into the warehouse, and you feel like you have a neon sign on your forehead that says, "Convict." You think every whisper is about you. Every time the boss looks your way, you're convinced you're about to get fired. This kills your confidence. It makes you act weird, defensive, aggressive, withdrawn. And that behavior creates the exact problems you were afraid of. Here's the reality. Most people are too worried about their own bills and their own problems to obsess over your past. If you show up and do the work, the label fades. The work speaks louder than the record. But what about when you don't get the job? Rebuilding confidence means learning to eat rejection for breakfast. You are going to hear no. You're going to have doors slammed in your face. If you let one no send you into a spiral, you're still letting the system control you. Every no is just data. It means, not that door. It means you knock on the next one harder. Here's something that helps. Keep a win journal. Every day, write down one thing you did right. Showed up on time. Made a phone call you were avoiding. Didn't react when someone disrespected you. You're building evidence that you're changing. When the paranoia hits, you read that journal and remind yourself who you're becoming. Confidence isn't about knowing you'll win. It's about knowing you'll be okay, even if you lose today. If you want the 4-step confidence protocol we're about to cover as a printable cheat sheet, grab the free download at www.felonfriendlyjobsnow.com. Link in the description. Print it out. Put it on your wall. Use it. Part 4. The protocol. 4 steps to rebuild. All right, let's get practical. How do we fix this starting today? Step 1. The circle audit. You know about crabs in a bucket. When one crab tries to climb out, the others pull him back down. When you try to get a legal job, your old crew might laugh. Oh, you working for the man now? Making minimum wage? If you listen to them, you stay in the bucket. You need to audit your circle. Cut the dead weight. Surround yourself with people who are working, who are sober, who are moving forward. You become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If they're not building, they're destroying. There is no neutral. Step 2. Compare backward. Stop looking at the guy who graduated college. Look at yourself in that cell 3 years ago. Are you free today? Can you open a door whenever you want? Can you eat what you want? You've already won the biggest battle. You have your freedom. Measure your progress from where you were, not where someone else is. Step 3. Redefine success. The street definition of success was fast money and reputation. That game is rigged, and you already know how it ends. Redefine it. Success is a paycheck that's 100% legal. Success is sleeping through the night without one eye open. Success is your family trusting you again. That is a richer life than any hustle could ever give you. Step 4. Stack micro wins. When you have a record, the big goals feel impossible. So stop looking at the mountain. Look at your feet. Get your ID. That's a win. Write your resume. That's a win. Apply to one job. Win. Show up 15 minutes early. Win. Confidence comes from keeping promises to yourself. Stack those small wins, and the big wins take care of themselves. And when you're ready to start applying, don't waste energy on companies that aren't ready for you. Go to www.felonfriendlyjobsnow.com and check out our second chance employer list. These are companies that have already committed to hiring people with records. That's your first target. Stack the wins. And one more thing. If you're in a state that has expungement options, check out the expungement guide on our site. You may be eligible to clear part of your record without even realizing it. That's a game changer. Link in the description. Take a breath. I want you to picture something. 5 years from now, you're walking into work, a place where people respect you. Not because of who you were, but because of who you are. You're the one the younger workers come to for advice. because you've been through the fire and came out the other side. You've got a key ring in your pocket, keys to your car, keys to your apartment. That person exists. They're waiting for you to do the work today. You're not a convict. You're a builder. And you're building a second life that's going to be stronger than the first one ever was. I'll leave you with this. The Chinese bamboo tree grows roots underground for 5 years before it shoots up 90 feet in 6 weeks. From the surface, it looks like nothing's happening. But beneath the ground, the foundation is being built. For you, it's even harder. You're not planting in soft dirt. You're planting in concrete. You have to break through the stigma, the background checks, the judgment. But remember, the tree that grows through concrete is the strongest tree in the forest. You're growing roots right now. Don't let the slow start fool you. Your time is coming. If this hit home, share it with someone who needs to hear it. We all know somebody still stuck in the lost time trap. Go to www.felonfriendlyjobsnow.com. Check out our free resources, the employer list, and the expungement guides. Take your first step today. And in the comments, I want you to drop one word: reloading. Because you're not done. You're just reloading. I'm rooting for you. Now go get that job.